47 Weeks, Life and Learnings of a Dietetic Intern. Hello! Welcome to 47 Weeks. It's week 9, and I just finished my first week in central food distribution. Yes, I'm still in my PJs, but it's Saturday. It's the best part. You get to stay in your PJs and sleep in. This week, I went on a tour with the Central Food Distribution Manager. We went to Twin Oaks Hospital, the one in Moscadabbit, and we also went to Dartmouth General, where I met my preceptor for my second clinical rotation, and we also went to the Nova Scotia Hospital. I learned that it's a whole different world outside the QE2. Even though the locations we went to visit were part of the Central Zone, they were so different. They were a lot more slow-paced, a lot less employees, a lot less beds, and compared to how busy it is at the hospital, at the HI or the VMB, it seemed kind of like a ghost town. It was really cool to see how they all function differently in order to meet the needs of their patients. I'm super excited to start my rotation in 2 weeks at the Dartmouth General. Haven't decided if I'm going to drive or take the ferry yet. I guess we'll see. I'd really rather avoid the traffic, but biking to the ferry in the snow might be hard as well. I also spent a couple of days with the hosts. So the hosts are in charge of bringing the food to the patients, delivering their trays to their rooms, or in the Veteran Memorial Building, they do bulk style service, so it's more like a restaurant for all the senior veterans that are living at the hospital. It was nice to finally talk to the patients. One of them came and kissed us both on the cheek and shook our hands, and he was really nice. Their day starts at 6:30 or 6:45 a.m. So I can't say it was fun waking up that early, but it felt so awesome when it was 1 or 2 and you had just already worked for 7 or 8 hours and you had the whole day. One of the days I spent in the Veteran Memorial Building doing the bulk style service, and the other day I was in the HI, so that was more trays and more acute style patients. May have gone flashed a couple times. I would really recommend anyone that wants to start working at the hospital to become a host, because it's such a fun job and it's easy, and I think it smells better than being in the dish room. So remember how I told you that I did a nutrition-focused physical assessment seminar a couple weeks back where dietitians learned that they could assess malnutrition in patients and actually be allowed to touch them? Well, we got laminated sheets. They summarize everything that was talked about and give us a little cheat sheet for when we go do our next clinical rotations to actually try it out. Some of the projects I've began to work on is planning an education session for some of the staff to fill some kind of knowledge gap that they could have in their area. I might do one targeted to the hosts to see if they know what to do if a patient comes in late into the hospital and they don't have a tray made for their meal, what they can or can't give them based on their diet, and what they should do if they don't know if they should eat something on their tray. We'll see how that goes. This weekend I'm also going to be working on my QI project, so I'm just still working on my lit review, finding evidence, and that's my plan for the entire weekend. It's hard because some of the files that I need access for in order to do the planning session are only available at the hospital. And I'd rather work cozy in my PJs, so I'm gonna have to wait to start working on the planning education session on Monday. But no matter how many projects I have to do, I'm always gonna be super grateful that they're not marked anymore. Haha, suckers. No, you'll get there. I haven't been called in for a single shift at the restaurant in 3 weeks now, so I can just sense that money is gonna be getting kind of tight. So really gonna have to budget this Christmas. Oh my god, I can't believe I just have one more rotation after this and it's Christmas. Before you know it, I'm gonna be doing my Christmas week video. The biggest learning for the week would probably be that if anyone wants to work in healthcare, whether it's as a dietitian or in any other healthcare related profession, you have to be comfortable working with seniors, because that's where the work is, and a lot of them are funny. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the end of next week at the end of my second admin rotation. Stay in your body, sustain your life.